Research into album covers. So the first album cover I decided to analyse was called Bet It All on Red by the Lumineers. It is an indie album cover, and when searching for indie album covers I noticed very few had the actual artist on the cover. Many had animals, scenery or outside objects like trees. I also found many of them to have been edited heavily, either with a coloured tint or on the photo or some fading of other images into the background. Not many were left naturally. I do really like this album cover and the picture used because the dog is staring right at you and takes your eye line down to the cover towards the artist name, the Lumineers. This would be a massive benefit if someone wasn't actively seeking an artist and the cover drew them to the album. It's very clear and simple with no optical illusions, which helps to convey the genre. I like the font and colour of the writing on the cover. I think it fits in really well. The yellow tone makes it look worn out, like the effect used on the actual image on the cover. The next album I've chosen to analyse is Rock, and the band is called Queen. When searching through the rock album covers, I saw many of them had a lot of black in with some pop of bright colour like red or yellow. There was a range of album covers that did include the band or artist on the front, or some close-ups of the band or artist like an eye or studded belt. I love the photo used on this album of the band, as it looks like they are appearing out of the dark, or the dark is consuming them. It also gives the effect of being black and white because they are quite overexposed, and the contrast of them compared to the background is very dramatic. The font and styling of the writing Queen fits in with the spooky picture and the black and white cover. From analysing this, I want to make sure that the writing on the album matches the whole album and doesn't look out of place. The third and final album cover I'm going to analyse is a pop artist. When looking through all the pop covers, nearly every single cover had the artist's face on. The only thing that really varied on these pop covers was the type of photo shoot done to use for the album cover. Some would be soft and feminine, like Rihanna's cover above, depending on what the album's songs were about, like love or hate. The cover would reflect the emotions the artist would be feeling. This cover has been edited slightly, but more natural editing and nothing very serious and obvious. Along with other pop album covers, many had subtle editing. The font again blends in with the cover, which could be a bad thing as it is the title and what people will be looking for. However, I think this cover is very feminine with the thin writing and the pink tint over the picture. Looking through the different album covered genres, there are pieces I like from each genre and would like to incorporate them into mine. I would like the name of the cover to stand out a lot and grab people's attention, maybe with the pop of colour like the rock genre were doing.